Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SlamTube here on Pez of the Mind. I am James Phoenix. With me is Chris the Mole.
Hello.
And we are here to talk.
Winning.
Yes, award winning. Yes. We are here to talk about the just ended WWE Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay per view.
Yep, and unfortunately, Rick the Hammer couldn't be with us due to viral infection.
Yes, unfortunately, that is the case. So, we're just going to talk about the show a little bit, go through the match as the usual.
Yep.
The pre-show match was Sasha Banks, who defeated Alicia Fox. Didn't really matter much. I didn't see the pre-show. I don't know if you did.
And then like we always say, we don't need to do the pre-show though.
Fair enough. Well, then the opening match was Asuka, who faced and defeated Emma via submission.
Yep. Which this did what I needed to.
I didn't see the first half hour of the show because I got home late.
I did what I needed to. It showed off Oscar. It was a pretty good match.
That's
it
good,
wasn't
that's
as good as their previous matches because it felt a little bit more squash than usual, but that's probably to make it look more dominant, so it works.
Yeah, that makes sense. The second match on the card was a Cruiserweight Tag Team match. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann taking on Gentleman Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick.
Who cares?
Yeah, not really. The faces won. We have Alexa Bliss defending the women's title against Mickie James successfully.
Yep, that was a good match.
That was a good match, yeah. I like how Mickie gave that little speech afterward. That was really nice.
Yep. At first, I was like, "Oh, she's going to retire," and it was that. And I was like, "Oh, okay." That's different.
Yeah.
Mainly because normally, if I give a speech afterwards, it's something along the lines of "I'm going to retire."
True. But it was a good match.
Yep.
Enzo Amore defeated Kalisto to reclaim the Cruiserweight title.
Again, who cares?
Kind of saw that coming.
What, the Heat win it?
What's that?
The Heat win it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
It's still like, who cares at this point?
Fair enough.
Like, I can't think of any cruiserweight that has anything going for them.
Yeah. Finn Balor took on AJ Styles in an amazing match.
It was okay.
I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed. They had a great back and forth. Avoiding each other's moves. These two guys know each other so well, so you could tell how well they were working together. Even despite, as they mentioned, AJ having just flown on a ridiculous plane ride back from the South American tour to be here for this match.
Yeah, the problems with this. There's no story at all. Who cares? Number two, he's the demon, and as we've mentioned before, now using the exact same moveset. Like, why the fuck does a demon need a mouth guard?
Yeah.
And at the end, the shine of respect. Oh, you mean almost like it's Finn Balor there that's just been painted to hide the fact he has no charisma? It's not this magical demon you've been saying it is. Unless the demon suddenly not only took over and did that, but no, it's like, well, if you want to see amazing matchups with no story, fucking watch UFC.
Yeah. That's true.
Otherwise, if you watch wrestling, it needs to be character and story. It had no story. If it was literally just a filler match. It was a good quality in terms of a match, but without the story there, it's like, who cares?
Right. Fair enough. And then Jason Jordan defeated Elias after interrupting him during his attempted concert 3 different times over the course of the night.
Yep, throwing stuff at him.
Yep, because that's
I think it was lettuce.
I believe it was, yes. I would have done tomatoes. And then we had whatever the hell the main event was, because it was supposed to be a 3-on-5 handicap match, but it turned into, I don't even know.
Ooh. Okay. I was going to say I didn't mention anything about the match previously, but okay.
No, I'm just saying, that just got really out of hand, and
No. Before this, we had the Elijah match. You did it, mentioned he threw stuff and just moved straight on to the main event.
It was an okay match. I mean, it wasn't anything special.
It had a story, unlike the previous match.
That's true. That's true.
And the way Jason Jordan won, where it was like barely, and you saw Elias just looking pissed. That was fun.
Fair enough.
It was good. It was good quality. It was a good match.
Okay, I'll give it to them. At least I found something for Jason Jordan to do.
Mm-hmm. And it got Elias TV time.
It did. That's true.
I like Elias.
He's good. He's good. And then the aforementioned main event.
As the crowd chanted, "This is murder."
Kind of, yeah.
This match, I will say, overbooked as fuck.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, it went from being so bad, it was just pure entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
No, this match was actually entertaining. There was multiple stories going on at once. Like, we know it's going to be Braun versus Kane. That's interesting.
Yep.
We got to see Kurt Angle back in the ring for the first time in 11 years. I will admit, the time Miz kicked him out the ring and he went out through the ropes looked terrifying. Like, I was like, oh, did he just end his career? Is like Kurt Angle just ended his career right now?
Yeah, it looked like his feet got caught on the rope when he went through, and he went vertical and almost landed on his head.
He kind of did, because his head hit the mat and he went that straight down. You're like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Then when he got back up, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a little worrying for a minute.
That this was murder was they threw Braun Strowman into a garbage truck.
And then crushed him, apparently.
And then it closed, and yeah. Which would be more impressive that he survived that if Eric Bischoff hadn't already done that.
Yeah.
I have to give a shout out to Bischoff. But yeah.
Of course.
That was funny when he threw Bischoff, when Vince threw him into the garbage truck. That was funny.
I'm more impressed he survived getting chokeslammed to the stage and then having like 8 chairs dropped on him.
Yep, the chairs drop on him. Then he got back up and Kane did his, huh? Look, like, what the fuck? And I'm like, that's funny.
That was good.
The match was entertaining. It was never going to be full story or full greatness because obviously it was overbooked from the get-go. This was the best way they could have done the 5-on-3. Minus the fact that, honestly, as much as I prefer Kurt Angle, it should have been Reigns, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Which hurt the story a little bit, but
yeah,
we still got to see the Shield overcome. We got to see Miz get his comeuppance.
He did.
And at the end, when it was like Seth's knee into Dirty Deeds into the Angle Slam, that was cool.
That was cool.
So, like I said, the end match was actually entertaining as hell.
It wasn't entertaining as hell. It was just heavily booked.
It was, but that made it really entertaining. It reminded me of just some of the crazy matches from the past.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't had a match like that in quite a long time.
And like I said, we got different stories. Like Kane versus Braun Strowman is going to be great. And at the end of that feud, that's how Kane gets to go and become mayor.
Yep.
Let's face it, Braun Strowman's going to kill him. We know Braun's going to kill him and get some of his credibility back by beating the jobber. I mean, by beating Kane. Sorry, we meant to always forget they jobbed him out for like 12 years.
Yeah, well.
Because Kane. I missed one part. Well, I missed a couple of parts, but I missed one part of this.
Okay.
The entrance.
Okay.
That's when I had the power thing again. But did Kane get his proper entrance?
I'm not entirely sure. Because I had left the room to take a shower during the Jason Jordan Elias match because I just had this really bad headache, and I came back and Mrs. Team was already in the ring. The Shield were climbing in when I got back, I don't know.
I'm gonna say, is that why you overlooked that match? You was like,
Yes,
hey, it wasn't anything special, but you just admitted you didn't even see it.
I really didn't. No, I was
So
trying to
what was
cover.
why?
I
Just say, oh, I missed this match.
mean, I made the assumption it wasn't going to be anything special, given who was in the match. I was wrong.
But
I should give those two men more credit than I did.
But Elias is good, and Jason Jordan's actually good in the ring.
That's true. In the ring, he's okay.
The only part he's not good on is the microphone.
Right.
Or find out whose daddy is. But
Yeah. Which makes another point, though. Why didn't Jason Jordan come out to try to save his dad when he was getting beat up by 5 dudes?
because why didn't his dad come out and help him when he's been beaten up by multiple dudes?
That's true.
His dad was literally like, hey, I'm going to come out of retirement and do this. And we got Kurt Angle looking sort of like that one cop in a film. It's like a couple of days away from retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kurt Angle in the Shield gear, it just looked slightly off to me. Just like off.
little bit. Although I do also have to give full credit during this match, though, to Corey Graves and Booker T for doing good commentary, having the going to back and forth of Booker T making the veteran points of it was, it might not have been smart of Kurt Angle to put himself in this match. He might have let his ego get the better of him. He hasn't wrestled in 11 years. He didn't really have time to train for this because he had to do this on 2 days' notice. And it was starting to show, and we thought Kurt Angle was taken out. And, Corey Graves, being more the voice of the fans of what it's hard. Kurt Angle needed to do this. It was for the people. It was because it was the right thing to do. Yada, yada. They had a great back and forth for like 10 or 15 minutes there. It was really enjoyable to listen to them.
Yep. Well, I will say one of their comments was just like, really?
Which one was that?
It happens every time with the Shield, but when all three jump on the apron, and in this case, replace Reigns with Kurt. So it's like, oh, we're in a parallel universe where all 3 members are cheered, but Kurt jumps on the apron. You get Dean on the other apron, Seth on another one, and they're like, oh my god, he has nowhere to run. I'm like, there's a 4th side.
I was thinking that too.
Oh my god, where's he going to go? There's nowhere to run. And Miz starts to fight. I'm like, run, Miz. You're a cowardly heel. Which I love Miz. I'm just like, run. You have an exercise to fucking run out that side.
Yeah, really.
But he's like, oh my god, I've conveniently forgotten that the ring has 4. Almost like it was a squared circle.
I know.
But yeah, it was overbooked, but it was funny. It was funny as hell, some of the stuff.
Miz got confused about which side of the ring was the 4th wall. He thought it wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah. Well, I would argue the 4th wall would be the side in which Dean Ambrose was on.
I know, as I said, Miz got confused about which side was the 4th wall.
Yep. But, because if you've seen the SmackDown attendance, that side's been empty recently.
That's true.
About Ginger v. Brock's actually got me saying, I kind of want to see this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
I don't know why, because I'm curious. Are the Bollywood boys going to try and interfere with Brock?
Probably.
Because Brock should kill Ginger.
Yeah.
And personally, I think that'd be the best thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Only because one of the things people have a problem with Ginger Mahal at the moment, obviously besides a lot of stuff, and some of it's racism.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of it, but some of it is. I'll just throw that out there. But one of the problems is he always wins.
Mm-hmm.
If he goes against Brock and just loses, you know what I mean? You'll be like, oh, he can lose.
Yeah.
Because it's not like people think he's an unstoppable monster like they do with Brock. It's just because of the interference.
Yeah. Although somebody made the unfortunate point that pretty much almost immediately after Survivor Series is an Indian tour. So I'm hoping they're not just feeding Brock to him to make him look good for the tour.
Yeah, except for the tour's in December. The tour's in December, and he's going on the tour as the champion. Even if he loses to Brock, he still looks good.
That's true.
Losing to Brock wouldn't make him look bad. So I'm just curious how they'll do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible he could beat him.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people would see that coming.
I will say, power level wise, Brock Lesnar's F5 is officially more powerful than 8 steel chairs, a garbage truck if Braun Strowman comes back from that, being crashed by an ambulance, and multiple other stuff. It's all Braun's got up from, but one F5 he stays down on.
Yep.
If Ginger kicks out and beats him cleanly, I know the internet will implode.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'll enjoy that because, like I said, a lot of people hate Ginger. It's not all of them, but a lot of them are like, boo, but he's a jobber because something that happened years ago. Yeah, okay, but they've made him a champion now. He looks impressive. But boo, we want insert white person.
Mm-hmm.
Or in some cases, insert Japanese or Chinese person. And you're like,
yeah.
Okay. But they're like, but he's not credible as a champion. He's not had many matches in WWE. So Nakamura should be champion. Really? No one else hears that? But yeah. But yeah, like I said, the end match was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely very fun to watch.
It was entertaining, and considering what happened to Reigns, I don't think that's what they got together the last second. Oh shit, what can we do? Let's just throw everything together. Multiple chairs, garbage. I think part of this was planned.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at the ending with the 3 of them in Miz, and they clearly managed to take out the other teams, it was a way for the Shield to overcome 5, but not actually beat 5 people.
Yeah.
And I still say the garbage truck was great. And I did love the crowd chanting, "That was murder," or "This is murder."
Yeah.
I think it was that was murder. And I'm like, yeah, it was.
I'll be honest, as the trash truck was driving away, I was waiting for it to stop and Braun to force the thing up and fight his way back out of that too.
Mm-hmm. They honestly missed a beat. WWE likes to return people. They could have had garbage Junkster, whatever the fuck his name was, from the 90s. He was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Where his only gimmick was, "I'm a garbage man."
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, so there were a few good matches. Pay-per-view was pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing I didn't like was the cruiserweights and the Finn AJ match having no story.
Right.
Because honestly, I think if that was the case, if Bray was gone or couldn't appear or whatever, couldn't they have used some of Bray's stupid little tricks during the match to distract the Demon and make AJ win? Just so you could continue the feud and still have story there, because it doesn't have to be Bray's on the fucking wall talking to him or something. They could literally, or they could have filmed that. It could literally just be maggots on the ring like Randy Orton, which was bad, but at least it continued the story.
That's true. I could have seen that. And if they did it once, it would have been okay. The reason it got bad is because they did it like 5 times.
It got bad because they did it at all.
Okay.
Because a lot of that, as well as if you're in the middle of the ring and they're projecting it down on you, you're not going to see it as much.
That's true.
So it's not that good of a distraction. If anyone be like, wait a minute, the ring's slightly a different color. But yeah.
Yep.
Well, since we're at the end, I will give one shout out to the pre-show.
Okay.
David Utonga and is it Pete Rosenberg?
Yes.
Actually made a good panel.
Cool.
Because it was those two and Renee. And obviously Renee's always good.
Yeah.
But those two kept having little moments where they were like, well, yeah, but I saw Kurt Angle training earlier and he's looking really good. And Pete's like, oh, I hadn't thought about that. See, I've always been thinking about the fact he hasn't wrestled for 11 years. It's on the back of my mind. Oh, is he going to be good? I want him to be as a fan, but the part of me's just like, I don't think he's going to be. That's a good point you just raised. I'm glad you saw it. And you know what I mean? They actually fed off each other and did it well and seemed more like two guys having a normal conversation instead of the normal, I need to insert shucky ducky quack quack.
Yep.
And random legend that has nothing to do with the event.
Yep.
Small complaint for the event.
Okay.
Less gimmick matches than
Mhm.
I thought a TLC pay-per-view would have, which is
Yep.
both a good thing and a bad thing, so I can give it a middle. But I hate the fact the last match was pinfall.
Mhm.
Because as I've said with the like 1-0-for-1 they did that. I hate TLC when the TLC is completely redundant.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, just like because they used other stuff as well, it's just a no DQ match, and you just happen to have put ladders and tables on the and chairs outside.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the TLC is essentially a ladder match in which you've essentially put tables and chairs outside.
Yeah.
But at least there's a clear way of how you win it.
Yeah.
It's like it always annoys me when you get normal sized people winning a steel cage by pinfall.
Mhm.
The only reason I say that is when they did the pinfall, it was for people like Yokozuna and stuff like that. And obviously before him there was other ones. But like the biggest, like I could see Big Show winning by pinfall because he's too big to climb over the top.
Yeah.
Therefore, this levels the playing field. But if it's like, say, I know, Kalisto versus Jericho,
Mhm.
that should not be submission and pinfall. They should climb over that fucking cage.
I agree with that.
But at least this pay-per-view at least has made the game slightly more relevant.
That's true.
By the fact stories mean fuck all, and now we can just move on.
Mhm. And the Kurt Angle wrestles.
He does, but in an attire he's not in.
That's true.
Unless
Yeah.
you use Superstar Threads.
That's what Superstar Threads is for.
Yep. Even though it's called Edit a Superstar now. It's still the same thing.
Is that what it's called now? Okay.
Yeah, because it used to be Superstar Threads where you could get the head and put it on there, but then they changed it to just edit because now you can edit everyone instead of just the select heads that they gave you. Because it was Superstar Heads, and it became Superstar Threads, and then they now just keep listing it as edit.
Okay.
But Superstar Threads sounds way better.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the fact this. We'll get to that on Tuesday. I don't like the fact we're moving more towards calling it My Player. Which it works for 2K and stuff for the basketball and stuff, but for the wrestling game, come on, there's CAWs and I don't have to keep talking about. Well, it's okay. How do I get this from my player? How do I get this from my CAW for now?
Yeah.
But like I said, overall, it was a pretty enjoyable pay per view. I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I agree. I think this was one of the parts that I saw a fairly enjoyable pay per view. I'd throw it in an 85 or so. It was really enjoyable. Like I said, yeah, the cruiserweight matches were a little lackluster, but they at least Enzo's match had story. Give it that.
It had story, but I mentioned it was just one no one cares about.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I'm saying it's good, strong matches. The Finn and AJ match was really good despite not having a story, and the main event was just incredibly entertaining. So they definitely delivered, despite losing two of their top people 2 days before the event.
Yep. Well, I will say with the cruiserweight. Oh, wait, did you say two of their top people? One of them's Bray.
I know, but
one of them's Bray. One of them's Bray.
All right, fine. One of their top people in an upper mid Carter.
There we go. I mean, that's like saying, oh my God, Titus O'Neil and John Cena are both injured. They've lost their two top stars. You'd be like, no, I could make a case for Cena, but no. As much as people like Titus and he is cool, I wouldn't say he's the top.
No, but I try to give Bray credit where due. He is a former world champion.
He is. He's right up there with David Arquette and Vince McMahon and
Fair
Jack
enough.
Swagger and Dolph Ziggler.
Okay, then.
And Chris Jericho for 24 hours before it got reversed because he sucks.
There you go.
But yeah, former world champion.
Yeah.
And all world champions are credible.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Anywho. Yeah, well, I mean, Anywho, yes, this has been WWE TLC 2017. Maul, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
We will see you on Tuesday when we talk about WWE 2K18, the video game.
But on a different channel.
On a different channel. And of course, 4 weeks from now, we will be here again for the Raw vs. SmackDown pay-per-view Survivor Series.
Well, the Raw and SmackDown pay-per-view. We don't know if it's a full it's not bragging rights.
I don't know. They showed that Survivor Series promo during the thing, and it actually said Raw vs. SmackDown in it.
True, but I think there's going to be more than just Raw vs. SmackDown.
Probably.
Although it is bad putting both world champions in that match. As much as I think it'll probably help Ginger, maybe, I think it's bad because now that means we've got both world champions in the pay-per-view and there's no world championship match.
Yep. Irony.
Well, at least Brock's going to be there.
Yep. That's a step in the right direction. All right, we'll see you later, folks. Peace.